If you can smell this. If you can smell this, I'm so excited. This is wonderful. We are making salsa, okay? It does not have to be hard. Hey y'all, welcome back to Harmon Homestead. We are back in the kitchen today doing more green tomato recipes. Okay, so went and picked a ton of green tomatoes yesterday. Actually, they were in my pasture garden. These are Romas. Most of these are Roma tomatoes. They're for canning paste. I wanted to get them before they turn because the ones that were turning, it's so dry, they're just rotting. I picked all these green tomatoes. That's not going to be great for slicing to can. Like I showed you in the last video, how to fry canned green tomatoes. Those are bigger, these are smaller. This would be great for making salsa, okay? So if your tomato plants are dying with blight, you just got an extra bunch of tomatoes, use it this way, okay? All right, so I am using Ball's recipe for Salsa Verde. It's on page 36 in this book, whichever, I don't know which edition this is, if you can see that, okay? So Salsa Verde, page 36. But I'm going to change it a little bit my way. You do what Ball says, I'm just showing you what I'm doing, okay? So I'm going to leave the skins on. It says to peel the skins. I'm not doing that. When I dice tomatoes and water bath them, I don't peel them. For this salsa, I'm not going to peel these tomatoes. I want the skins on, okay? It does say 7 cups, 8 to 10 medium. So far, I've had 15 of these smaller ones. I've even had some y'all this small, okay? So, and they were just stunted, like it just stopped. It's not rained, so, in probably a week, and the heat is just so bad. So it does say take off the stem and the blossom end, and if you see, I've got my apron on here. I'm putting it in my pocket so I can take all these out to the chickens. So they love it. All right, any kind of blemish, chop off. It may not tell you that, but I do, okay? Put it in my pocket here. Now it says just chop. If you could smell this in this kitchen right now, y'all. Now, this says 8 to 9 medium tomatoes. I've had 15, 16 of these little ones because they're so tiny. But you want 7 cups. You could get several tomatoes from the store and do this. It would not be a problem. These are already washed. Just roughly chopping these. I love any kind of salsa. It's great. That is 7 cups. 7 cups of diced green tomatoes. Look at that. It did not take as much as I thought, okay? It did not. Now, it says to use 2 cups of red onions. I bought a sack of red onions. They're huge onions. Y'all, that's 2 red onions. And it said 3 to 4 of the onions. I'm using 2 because that's a lot. Then 2 cloves of garlic over here. Up under all that, throw it in there. So I'm adjusting this recipe just a little bit. It says to use 5 to 10 jalapeno, habanero, or Scotch bonnet peppers. So my jalapenos, I want to make poppers out of. I've put those in the freezer. I've done the frozen poppers. I'm going to use a Greek pepper, chini pepper that has heat. Take that off. So it said 5 to 10. All you're doing is adjusting the spice in this. And it said to finely chopped. You would want to do that. Just chop it up. Again, you do whatever. I'm trying to use what I have. A lot of these call for bell peppers. I have bell peppers coming in. The problem is this stuff does not sit on the counter very well, and you could wash it and keep it in the fridge, but a pepper doesn't stay crisp very long. So especially these basil peppers I've got. So you kind of need to use them quick, and it's hard if one bell pepper is ready today and not. So all right, and then I have 4 cayenne that's green. I'm going to use those. That's what I'm going to use. Take off the top, and I'm just going to start chopping. Just itty bitty pieces. Okay. Like that. Like so. Take off the blossom end. I'm doing seeds and all. I'm not taking the seeds out of these, okay? If you can see me there. One more. Okay, now we're going to put that in our mix. Oh, if you could smell this. If you could smell this, I'm so excited. This is wonderful. We are making salsa, okay? It does not have to be hard. It doesn't even have to be a ripe tomato, okay? We can do this. We can do it, okay? All right. Lime juice, half a cup. This is your acidifier, okay? And that looks right at half a cup. Very good. Of lime juice. It says a teaspoon of salt, non-iodized. It says a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. We actually have that. So pepper grinder. I'm not measuring this over a teaspoon, okay? We're gonna go till it looks good, all right? Well, the more you can, the braver you'll get, okay? It won't seem so scary then, you know, you want to just, you'll be in here with, it'll look like a scientific laboratory when you're starting out because you're so scared. Then you just get a little bit brave, okay? All right, the more you do it. Now, you need cilantro, cumin, and oregano. Now, I could not find fresh cilantro. I've had the worst time growing cilantro, so I bought cilantro leaves. This is dried. Now, dried cilantro. It called for half a cup of loosely packed cilantro. To equal that, we need 4 tablespoons out of here. Now, I've got a teaspoon. I keep looking at my measurement chart over here. So for 4 tablespoons, if I'm measuring with a teaspoon here, that would be 12 of these, okay? 4 tablespoons of dried cilantro. I don't have fresh. I wish I did. 1, 2, 3. I may adjust this. 4, 5, 6. That looks about good, man, okay? That looks about good. We're going to stop there. That's just me, okay? Now, oregano, 1 teaspoon. That makes more sense. And cumin, 2 teaspoons. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't know what this spice is, this smells like a Mexican restaurant in a jar, okay? This is like what they put on rice. This is what they put on beans. That smell, it smells wonderful, wonderful. You know, a lot of people don't go pick this up in the store, but this is what you need. In fact, I'm going to make some turkey tacos tonight. I've got some turkey that was roasted and frozen, and I'm going to throw this on there. And I have made homemade tortilla wraps. You need to try that. We may video that. So I need 2 teaspoons of this, and I agree with that. This is strong smelling. Beautiful, y'all. Woo-hoo! Y'all, it's boiled for 3 minutes like it said. If you could smell this, y'all. Oh my gosh. I may have to set some aside tonight to eat with these turkey tacos. I don't know. This is, I mean, I have never tried something different. Just try. You never know. Now, these tomatoes, it said to core. I forgot to tell you that. It's in the book. There was nothing in these little tomatoes to core, okay? There was nothing there, so I just chopped them up. But if you've got a huge green tomato, core them, okay? Do what it says. Now, it says fill them up. You want a 1/2 inch head space, okay? You can look at your jar and go by that. You can look at your debubbler if you've marked it, like I have. All of that, okay? These have been preheated in the Presto electric canner, and we're going to fill this up. Look at that. Oh, y'all. I'm going to kind of pack it down in there. Now, mind you, just like those canned green tomatoes, this is going to shrink. I do know that much. This is going to shrink down and be less. there and then tap it. Now a lot of stuff you don't want to do that to, okay? Like these, don't do that. You want these very loose and swirly like that in that juice. But they do shrink. Gonna debubble. At least you'll know you did every step right. Clean these jars. Clean these really well, okay? Now we've got our lids. We're gonna dry those off really well. Put those on here. I have seen people say stuff about they need to preheat the lids. I have also seen information that said the lids now do not preheat because they won't seal. I don't preheat mine. I'll wash them by hand and then I put them on my jars after I dry them off really, really well. Isn't that beautiful? So in the canner, there's going to be more liquid because it's going to cook it. I can't wait to see the final result on this. I cannot wait, y'all. Got that water going back there. He's starting to boil, so we'll cut him off. Now I can tell whether I've got a good grip on it or not. If that lid's wanting to slide all over the place, it's not a good seal. So just a towel here, a dish towel. Okay, we're gonna put these in the canner. We're gonna water bath these. It says pints and half pints for 20 minutes. Cover it by an inch. Just about everything water bath and cover by 1 inch. So I take this over there and I look. But I'm gonna load up the canner, 20 minutes, and I'll show you the result.
All right, there she is. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Easy peasy, nothing to this delicious salsa Verde. We ate this that night, guys. It was amazing. Even before we canned it, we had a little bit left over. This is the way to go. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead.